Yo, what is up, trading family? I want to get on making this video as both a review, and I'm also going to be talking a little bit um, at the end. So let's dive straight into the charts real quick. And yeah, let's get to it. So first and foremost, just going to do this real quick. Get situated because I'm bad at that. Um, but okay, no, today was actually one of the most, I would say, simple and beautiful days that I've had recently because I I simply followed my daily bias, which was bearish, and price produced bearish movement after it was a minute though. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But price produced bearish movement on the day though, we did produce a bullish candle. So I'm thinking now this is when NASDAQ will start to shift. But here we go. I'll talk about it and we'll get into it right now. So as you can see, I'm going to remove all of the drawings here. I forget what this is. Control Shift? No, Command Shift H. Okay, Command Shift H. Okay, so as you can see, this candle was the previously printed one, right? This was the previous day's candle though. It was a bearish candle. It was Friday, bearish candle, large wick to the upside, decent wick to the downside, body closed bearish, right? Now, control. What the fuck is not working? Control Shift, Control. Oh, Command Option H. Okay, it's Command Option H. Okay, so now what had happened? Well, price tapped into this low and then we went higher, right? Simple. Looking at the 4 hour, again, just a lot of bullish movement here, right? A lot of bullish movement. Now let's get down to the 1 hour and actually do an analysis. So again, here we have the previous day low. We also have the previous weekly low at this area. So very interesting area. Like that. Very interesting area. But when I came into the markets, I notated the previous day high, previous day low, right? We also had the previous weekly low. We had the previous weekly low over here. And then we had equilibrium, which this is the daily equilibrium right here. And then we had the monthly equilibrium, which is right there, as you can see. Okay. Yesterday evening, I saw that price was just really bullish out of this area. I looked to buy. Simple trade, price went up. But then coming into the markets this morning, I had taken a trade before 6:30, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit because I saw something that could potentially be very bearish on the day, and I thought that price would give us that reaction. Okay, so here is the 6:30 to 7 open, and I had entered in a short before 6:30. So I shorted right here off of 25,600, thinking that price would start to move to the downside. Obviously, we struggled a little bit. The price went up. This was literally my stop loss, which is crazy to see. 120 pips. You're like, what the fuck? How like were you even holding that? That's insane. Well, my risk management allowed me to compensate for this. And then yeah, again, we just didn't get stopped out. And this was on a funded account, blah blah blah. Price then moved back to our original area. Price started giving us some profits here. This is where it got a little bit fishy. Again, it wasn't a crazy day. I was just more proud of how I positioned myself and how I followed daily bias. And yeah, it was overall, and my risk management, it was overall a great day because we were profitable on the fucking day. And we followed our procedure at the same time. Price had came down, blah, blah, blah. This is where it really got a little bit funky, was right off of this candle. It started really pushing, but this you can see is 1250. So I had just a little bit of time before. I just wanted to see price take this out. If price took this out, that would have netted me the profit on the day that I needed to get, basically. But it didn't, which is fine. It happens. I'm not caring. Nah, whatever. But yeah, so I just exited the position with a little bit of profit. But again, like looking at first off positioning wise, we were looking at selling at these highs on the day. Like we were selling, this is the day, yeah. we were selling at 25.6, which is within the wick. It's not, the highs, but it is on the wick, which is cool. And price started to push down. Now, where could I see price for the next couple of days pushing? I think that we're going to be bullish. I have a very strong idea that price wants to continue being bullish. I definitely think that we'll make some type of a weird higher low within here, taking out some liquidity and then pushing up. Maybe tomorrow we'll get that. But yeah, overall, that's what I'm seeing on NQ. Again, I was happy about today. We just made it work. We made it work. It was very funky and slow moving price action that was just funky, but we stuck through and survived that shit. So again, I also thought this London low could get taken out very easily. I don't know why I said simply like that. I thought price could, after this 6:30 to 7, I thought we could see a dip that could just target this London low, but we never got that. So it happens. It is what it is. Again, not that it happens, but it is what it is. But this is where I thought maybe price would start to short after this high. And so my initial short position, I think, was around here, and then I just put a little bit more risk on, which isn't too bad in this case. It wasn't the best idea, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, it wasn't too bad. It worked in this case. Maybe not next time. It might not work, but again, it wasn't bad. 637. I thought London lows could get taken out. Didn't, and that would have just simply followed, my idea. And even if price just was more bearish, it could have easily pushed to our area, but it didn't, which shows a sign of what? Bullishness. So yeah. And if you look at the monthly candle, look at that. It's looking pretty freaking bullish. But if you look at the monthly candle, we'll zoom in over here. Right, monthly high, monthly low, equilibrium. We're literally right at equilibrium of that previous monthly candle. So we're below, well, now we're above it, right? But yesterday we were below it, which I think, I could be wrong, but I think that prices on NQ are really going to start soaring here. That's my idea. A lot of different markets have been following, like gold. Gold pushed up today. This one is a crazy one to see. Look at XRP, bro. Holy shit. 240 already? Bro, I entered in yesterday and that shit's at 240. What the fuck? That's a fifth of price already. That's what we like to see. But all right, guys, I'm out. Just a quick recap for you guys. Well, actually, let's also, before I just fucking dip on y'all, let me just do a quick analysis for you guys. So we have the previous day high, previous day low. We'll keep this at the previous weekly here. The fuck? Okay, there you go. And then put that out, and we'll leave this here. Okay, so previous day high, previous day low. And then let's also mark up as you can see, I use a Gone box to mark up the equilibrium and all that stuff. Oh wait, let me use this equilibrium here. Gotta really zoom in. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna delete this. Gonna move this over right there. Gonna leave that right there. Perfect. Okay. So what am I notating? Again, bullish price action. I think we could come below this previous day low. Yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for prices to come below this previous day low, taking this out and then moving back to the upside. Or maybe we just play into this previous day low and then push back to the upside. Maybe we just push off this equilibrium and go higher. Who knows? There's not any really crazy high impact news that I'm looking for. Let's see. Let's check out Forex Factory. We'll just pop it up with this real quick. I'm pretty sure there's not any super high impact news from this week. Yeah, we'll have job openings on. So Wednesday will be the crazy day pretty much. And a little bit of Friday actually. Yeah, Friday can be a little bit crazy too. So Wednesday and Friday. But tomorrow we have zero nothing. We have nothing coming into the markets tomorrow, which will be very interesting. Tying in with my bias and whatnot. But again, guys, we're bullish, so we have to position ourselves correctly to go bullish, to take a swing trade, right? To go long. So yeah, we're just gonna trade. We're just gonna take our time and trade properly, and make sure that we just get the right positioning with the right bias. And I also wanted to talk to you guys and give you guys a gem at the end. My gem for today was really focused on trading psychology. So it was just pulled up there actually too. Let me move this slightly here. So like overconfidence, loss aversion, right? The pain of a loss, confirmation bias, fear missing out, regret version, fear and greed, all these different ones that are beautiful. These are actually beautiful. Asking, AI, Google AI here. But the reason why I pulled that up was so that you guys can understand and, like actually start doing the work when it comes to trading psychology, because trading psychology is what's going to start you off in trading and really refining everything, really bringing everything together and making everything just cohere and just work together. So when it comes to, taking trades and taking good trades, that they'll be proper trades, right? And your mindset, you won't be over here stressed the fuck out like, oh my gosh, if this trade doesn't hit, I'm going to be fucked. I need this trade to hit. I need this trade to... No, you're not going to be one of those people. We're going to focus on our trading psychology so that we can be better traders, guys. Like, again, trading psychology is going to take you from decent to a great refined trader. So that's the gem, dropping the gem on y'all today. Along with the review, I know I acted a little bit of a fool in there, but I have to make it a little bit entertaining. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace. Stay risky, yet manage the risk. Stay profitable, yet don't over risk. And stay safe always. Love y'all. Peace. I'm out.